Mr. Joe Guyan from A-1 Star Casting. How's it going, Joe?
It's going terrific. It's nice to meet you.
Definitely, definitely. And, you know, coming out here to New Mexico, how is it different than LA?
I would say the people here are a lot warmer. They're kinder. They're more honest. It's much more warmer climate, even though it's a little bit cooler in the air. I enjoy being here.
Nice. With 27 years experience in the film industry, that's bringing a lot of experience out here into New Mexico. What are some of those, years of experience taught you, and how you bring it to the people out here for your movies?
Well, what we're doing is I've signed an agreement with one of the owners of Blu-ray. Blu-ray is going to be in the next 2015, the only direct-to-DVD. It's going to be direct-to-Blu-ray and Redbox. I've been into the future thinking what's going to be the next big sellers. Putting up big pictures like $20 to $50 million pictures, that's going to be a thing of the past pretty soon, maybe one or two of those a year because of the piracy so high. The government's trying to close it, but they can't. A lot of these investors are getting tired of not getting their money back because they put high-end money and they get no returns because of high piracy. So what we are coming up with a plan is to produce X amount of pictures at minimum budgets that bring in high results that the pirators do not have time to multiply, distribute on the streets or on the internet in time where we can get it out to the public and at least get the money to pay the investors, the distribution, and the production team back so we can make another picture. And it's going to take some time to do this, and hopefully our government continues. They knocked out mega downloads. I hear the other target is all these other sites, which I don't want to say. But once they clear those out, we can get our entertainment business back. And right now it's tough because it turned more into a business since the piracy has been taking off the money. And I've been in the business for 27 years, since the American film market in 1986, 87. I started as a teenager. And I'm working my way up, and Damien Chapa, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of fans out there, Mr. Chapa, and everybody should know from Blood In and Blood Out, Vato Locos Forever. The word is that Blood In and Blood Out Part 2 has been funded. And everybody else should be hearing a lot about that. And when I talk to Damien, when I get time to call him back, he'll give me the new rundown on that. And Mr. Chapa did say he's going to be making a trip to New Mexico. He wanted me to get his 25% tax rebates in order, and he's going to send me the script on what needs to be done. As one of my projects and one of my contacts, I have actually 14,396 contacts worldwide, from independent producers, production companies, distribution companies, directors, and actors that are now producing and directing themselves, direct email contacts. And I'm building a website here in New Mexico to let everybody know this is the only state in the world that has first dollar in. So if an actor of a celebrity status or a non-celebrity status wants to make a webisode, they can get 25% back on their money at only $50,000. You don't have to have $1 million to shoot in LA and get your money back. There's only 7 states that still do have incentives. You don't have to have like $3 million or $1.5 million in Canada to get the 50%, or they're promising 50%. By the time at the end of the day it's down to 32%. But New Mexico's honoring 25% on 100%, which is very, very, that's a very lucrative and the best incentive. And with the contacts that I have, when they see the first deal go through, it's going to be nothing but blue, because this town's going to start shooting right to the moon.
Nice, nice. Definitely see, hopefully Blood In, Blood Out Part 2 filmed over here. That would be awesome. Maybe use the Santa Fe State Prison, the old Santa Fe State Prison.
That might be a great idea. I could put that call in. And maybe I can ask Mr. Chapa if he'd like to speak to you on your station.
That'd be great. I mean, he has a lot of fans out here, and that movie, has definitely changed a lot of people's lives, and opened up a lot of people's minds to Hispanic culture.
Yep, and just to let everybody know, I'm bringing a company out here that's trusting me with their new venues, and I'm looking to acquire product as a producer's rep to Blu-ray, and they're locking me as one of their #1 reps out here in New Mexico. So Latino films, perfect. Let me see a screener. I'll get a screener to my man here, and he'll bring me the screener, and we'll screen it, and we can get you an answer after it goes to the board in about 6 to 12 weeks if Blu-ray will spend the additional funds up to $100,000 to translate it and stop motion detail digitalize it into Blu-ray and release it through Blu-ray and all their outstanding contacts. And it's Blu-ray all the way. Here in New Mexico, here to stay. Either you're New Mexican or New Mexican. I choose Ken.
Nice.
The locals, forever. Yep.
Nice, Joe, nice. And, you know, with A1 Star Casting out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, what does that mean for New Mexico? What does that mean for the film industry?
Well, once this webpage is up by May 20th, the end of May, and I blast that to 14,000 people, we'll see. I put my trust and my money into New Mexico. Let's pray for the best. Only God knows that, and I'm pretty sure what I can do is make a change, one day at a time.
Definitely. And what kind of different types of people have you seen out here? You know, young, old?
All different, and it is really good. I mean, from anywhere from 86 years old, and as young as 6 months in a cradle, which we represent for the casting service. We're not an agency, so we're not taking 1 penny from your pay. We're a service to the production companies that will hire us. They pay us up to 10% for every job that they say they pull actors off our website, or they pull crew members off our website, from producers, directors, line producers, UPMs, first ADs, second ADs, grip, lighting, PAs. Whatever their payroll is, they give us up to 10%. Normal productions with the recession and high piracy, it's been only 3 to 5% or a flat rate. With casting, a lot of times producers have to get A actors first, let it be Christopher Walken or Harvey Keitel, and then they get their distribution money, then they get the investors' money, so the top billion star casting is already taken before it gets in our lap. But then we do all the day players, the co-stars, and the leads all around the big supporting stars that were used to finance the picture, and the background stand-ins and body doubles. And when we do get different projects that were coming in, which I'm working with one of the reps of Blu-ray, they're actually giving me money to put up front for stars. It makes the rest of the road a lot more simpler when we have the names locked in and committed. And then it also helps for branding. So if you know anybody who owns any chili farms or any type of products, if you run into any product owner and says, I want my product in one of A1 Star's motion pictures or Joe Guidon's motion pictures, please have them contact you, and we can set up an arrangement, and we can put their product in our motion picture. And we can negotiate on the stars that they might want representing their product. And that's all negotiable, as we have a whole slate of projects on board, which is Robo Boxer, takes place after the Third World War, like Road Warrior. And these are survivors from the Third World War, and what do they do on their spare time? Like they always did, is gamble. Gambling's been in the tradition of life, and these are boxers that are 6'7" to 7 foot tall, and they fight to the death. One of the boxers gets killed, and one of our doctors over here, Chucky,